All right, good morning. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's April 4th, 2022. I guess that's a Monday. Kind of days of the week don't make a lot of difference right now. I think the sun is actually up already. I'll show you in a second. I'm going that way, and there's clouds ahead of me. There's a lot of blue sky above me, though. So by the time I get packed up, I should have the sun hitting the solar panel when I hit the road. I got it up to about 40 volts last night on the charge, so that's nearly full, not quite topped off, but it's pretty close. So we should be good there. Since we just crossed the Continental Divide, the GPS map shows from here to Farmington is a lot of level to downhill. So I might be able to make good time, depending on how much cloud cover I got, and I'm not sure what I'm going to get for winds yet. So that could go either way. You know, a 10-mile-an-hour wind can sure either help or hurt you, depending which way it's going. Yeah. Traffic is picking up again, so it's getting louder. It was actually fairly quiet last night. And I mean, there's always something going by, but you go a couple minutes sometimes without a car going by, so that's something. Slept pretty good. Only woke up once to pee, I guess, and I think I saw a mouse running around in circles when I had the light on. He didn't know where to go. That was kind of funny. Some kind of bug got in my sleeping bag, probably a spider. The only part of my body that was exposed is my hands and my face, and I felt it on my hand, so I squashed it. So I think that was it. Yeah. Quick breakfast, and I guess we'll hit the road. Yeah, the sun is definitely up. How about that? Yesterday it took till 7:30 to come up because I was so close to a hill. Now I'm more out in the open, so let's get a shot of that, I guess. All right, there's sunrise. Okay. So I think my plan here to get out, this is got to be the most gnarly place to park. It's like it's a little sand pile, so my parking sticks didn't want to set. They kept pushing in, and then all this dead driftwood looking stuff. There's my trash bag, I'll take that. I decided to put it a little further away from my bed in case something did want to dig in it. It wouldn't be right next to my head or something. But yeah, I think if I take the extra backpacks off, then I can kind of pick the trailer up and swing it around and get myself turned around and go out between the bushes. Then I'll lean the bike on the guardrail on this side, and then I'll carry everything out and load it up there, because it was kind of tough coming out of here, or coming into here. So yeah, it's definitely sunrise. And then all of that looks kind of gray, but I guess it's a matter of which way the wind blows. But at least it won't be climbing anymore. I mean, there's going to be little ups and downs, but it shouldn't be like, okay, let's go 20 miles and 10,000 feet or something like that. So yeah. So far the bike's holding up. I didn't have any broken spokes yesterday, so that's a good sign. As I lighten the load, it should get better. I don't have near as much water, so I'll probably be looking for drinks again today. So, yay! Okay, here we go. Okay, a couple minutes before 8 o'clock. Got the bike up by the road. It's getting a little bit of charge. Forward is starting to lighten up. It was just black half an hour ago. I'm like, ugh. I look at the weather app. Yeah, 50% chance of precipitation, and it had a little snowflake next to it. I'm like, no, you go away. Go. You know. No snow. I do not need that right now. That would be about right. That's when you just set the bed back up, pull out the sleeping bag, and pull your head under, hibernate for another month or two. Pretty good blue skies now and a tailwind. Oh, and I put a signpost right in the way. Good job.
We've gone 108 miles since Albuquerque. And I just swallowed a bug. Anyway, yeah, 108 since Albuquerque. Okay, just stopped for a quick lunch break. Clouds are coming in. The morning was really good. I got a couple good hills to coast down. I made some time there. But we're still in the up and down rolly hills, so I can't safely go fast enough to coast down the longer hills. I get a wobble. So then you're just dragging the brakes. If I could do a regen, that would be a lot better. But not on this system. But we came up that one. That's a pretty good climb coming up. And we'll go over the top of this one and then go up that one. It looks like the last 20 miles are pretty much level or downhill to Farmington. So I think I got 35 or 40 left to go. If I can do 10 miles an hour, we can still be there in plenty of time. So a little bit of a headwind forecast for the afternoon, so it depends on how much sun I get, if I can fight through the headwind or not. As the fearsome explorer takes note of his new and unusual surroundings, water comes out of that, and a light comes on. This is pretty freaky, man. I don't know. Things were going great until the little manager lady saw me trying to get the bike in here. Then she freaked out. So that means I had to unload everything, and the bike is sitting out in the alley somewhere. So I got almost enough parts to build a new one in case it's gone. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm actually at the point I either need to go bigger or smaller. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably get a decent night's sleep, but it's going to be weird. And yeah, there is on-site laundry, so I got clothes washing. So that was one of the things I kept thinking, okay, I should stop in Albuquerque and do laundry or something like that. But the time I got through Albuquerque, it was just about dark as it was. Anyway, so yeah, tools, batteries. If I could, I mean, this was the funniest thing. Okay. I asked if she had a ground floor. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. And we're screaming at each other through the little speaker hole in the window because she wouldn't let me in the office. I probably smelled bad, I understand, you know. So my ears were buzzing from the wind. It was actually not a horrible day today. I should figure out my miles. I'll post that on the next clip. But I made decent time. Coming out of where I camped last night, I ended up running the batteries down pretty low. And then the sun came out, so I kind of recovered. And then here in the parking lot, I got almost a full charge again. So it wasn't terrible. Started pushing a headwind the last couple hours, though. Yesterday was Continental Divide, so today everything was more or less gradually down, except it goes down, big dip, back up, gradual down, big dip, back up. I don't have regen on the bike, and so I can't just let off the brakes and go coasting down the hill because it goes way too fast and the trailer gets this really nice death wobble. It's better than it was when I redid everything. After the test ride, I cut it all apart and fixed it. It's a lot better, but it's still terrifying, so I don't want to die, so I figured, okay, I'll slow down. So you end up dragging your brakes all the way down the hill until you get to that point where you think you can let go, and then you coast, and then you get to the bottom of the hill, and then you got to pedal all the way up again. Regen, for anybody who doesn't know, actually turns the motor on the wheel into a generator, and it slows you down coming down the hill and puts some of the energy back in the battery. Now, I always thought it wasn't worth the trouble because it wasn't, I mean, it's not very efficient, and the weight of a normal bicycle, you just don't have enough kinetic energy, I think is the right term. But in my case now, because I am so heavy, anything is better than nothing. And so if I could come down the hill and recapture 20 or 30% even. That's still better. All right. Plus, what I'm finding is my aerodynamics on the bike right now are just terrible. So when I hit the bottom and you go rolling across before you get to the top, I'm losing most of my speed just from aerodynamic drag. So it doesn't make any sense to go any faster because I have so much drag. But if I had the regen slowing me down, I would be filling up the battery, so I'd have something to get back up the hill. Okay, so it would be better than nothing, is kind of the point. So next bike will have regen, definitely. Doing your best to slow down. I do think what we should do though, everybody thinks I should have a sail for the bike. Let's not think about sails. I want a parachute for going down the hills. I think that would be a lot more practical. So we'll just throw that out there. And we'll find new and more interesting ways to die at the bottom of the hill. But I've always thought the drag chutes on race cars look like a cool idea. So maybe it would be useful. I don't know. Go bigger or go smaller. I was thinking about this a year and a half ago. One option I've always talked about, I really wanted a recumbent bike. If I had a recumbent bike and built a little tiny teardrop trailer, that would be just big enough to get into, right? And if I made it light enough, it wouldn't be, I don't think it would be any more drag than the trailer I have now. If I made the trailer the size of the solar panel, it would be basically the same. If I can get, if I went with aluminum instead of steel and then had the whole trailer enclosed, the trailer would end up being more aerodynamic if I did like a teardrop shape than all of the backpacks hanging out in the wind. Okay, it's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm going to go very far with that, but this is one of the things. The one-wheel trailer I love when I'm riding, but it is such a complete mess when I'm trying to park it. It is constantly tipping over. I don't know how. I am getting red, but I also have a yellow wall behind me, so if you're thinking the white balance is weird, it probably is, but I am getting kind of blotchy from the helmet covers me, and then, yeah. Anyway, life on the road. This alien environment here. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of motels. I'm going to try to find campsites when I can with showers. All right, here we go. This is a totally different look, huh? Okay, so the town I'm in now is Bloomfield. It's about 10 miles from here to Farmington. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Farming something. It's about 60 miles from here to the Four Corners. Now, that's not necessarily the road route, that's just line of sight, so it's going to be further than that. If I have a good day, I should be able to make that. No guarantees of good days, though. So, anyway. I'm on Highway 550 now, but I'll be taking Highway 64 towards the west. That goes... it's within about 10 miles, I think, of the Four Corners. There's an actual monument apparently there. So then there's a littler road that goes up to the monument, and then it's a little park. And I think where I'm at right now is I don't really want to go in another motel. It was such a pain in the butt getting everything in here. Camping was easier. Yeah. I'm not used to living this close to people anymore. I'm hearing people bounce around in the other rooms. I normally live on 40 acres by myself, and I kind of like it. There does look like there's enough little towns between here and all the way to Las Vegas that I should be able to hit a dollar store or a gas station or something just about every day, no matter what. So I don't need 4 days worth of water like I thought I did, kind of thing. So I could lighten the load a little bit there. Anywho, 8:30, this is later than I usually stay up. I've got lights, this is great. I saw there was a new Patreon. Welcome, I think Rex. I think I'll try to get a list of names so I can put them up on screen maybe not on this video, but for the next one. So I do appreciate all you guys that are chipping in, PayPal, Patreon, YouTube members, super thanks. It all helps. It's really keeping things going out here. This was kind of the thing, is if I stayed at home and just ate beans and rice, I got that down pretty good. It's pretty inexpensive. Hitting dollar stores and Burger King once in a while is a luxury, but it's expensive. And but at the same time, I can't just go buy 20 pounds of beans and rice because I don't have anywhere to cook it. So thanks. I guess just thanks for everybody that's actually chipping in and following the mission. So it does help. It means a lot. If I ran out of money, I guess I'd probably have to go home. So it's more fun on the road, right? I mean, it's a giant pain in the butt, but I'm glad we're doing it. So thanks for coming along. All right, bye for now.